John, you've been waiting for the team to really string 60 minutes together with resiliency when you're not playing your best. Did you feel like this was a complete game for you in all ways?
Yeah, it was a fun game to be a part of. I thought both teams played hard, played honest. Both teams gave up some pretty good scoring chances along the way. I just thought we stuck with it. The first period was a bit of a struggle for us. One thing Pittsburgh doesn't get enough credit for, everybody thinks they're a highly skilled team. They win a lot of one-on-one battles. And that's where I was really happy after the first period. I thought we started turning that around. I thought it gave us a chance to get back into some momentum and some flow of the game.
This looks now like the fourth game in a row that you guys have refound the effort.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, the difference that in this whatever triggered it?
No, if I did, it wouldn't happen. So the lack of. Listen, it's a long year for these guys, and these are the dog days. This isn't a dog day. These are two teams that love playing against one another. It's pretty competitive. It's no problem getting up for these games. It's the grind of it, and when you don't have a little juice behind it, a little extra motivation, that's the hard part. It's easy for us to say, wow, you should be up all the time. I think they play hard. It's just a certain level of hard when you get into those dog days, and we're trying to find our way. We're trying to take it one day at a time, trying to stay off the ice as best we can so we can be energized for the games, and we'll see where we go when we go against Nashville.
Nice to see Dubinsky make that play, and
Yeah.
we can remember talking in Pittsburgh. He kind of had a good game, but a tough ending on that penalty.
Yeah.
To see him get a little payback tonight with that play.
Yeah, that line played well most of the night up against Crosby's line. I'm happy for Doobie. I mean, he works so hard all the time. He makes some mistakes. He makes some doozies sometimes, but he finds a way to will himself into big things, and I'm happy for him. I think he deserves a few seconds like that as far as how he's played this year. He keeps on grinding away, trying to get his game better. I'm happy for him. It ends up that way.
You seem to have a lot of confidence in Oliver Bjorkstrand tonight. Is that
Yeah.
a different Bjorkstrand than you have seen yet
Well,
in the NHL?
well, the thing with Oliver, he has some offensive plays. I think that's a goal on the delayed penalty, but it isn't. He's around the puck. The thing I think that he has really concentrated on, he's playing harder. He's harder on the puck. He's harder on the boards. I think he's working at the structure of a team concept in the game. So yeah, I had no problem playing him right to the bitter end, and it's encouraging. I'm not sure where it goes, but I've told you guys from day one, I wanted him on this team. He didn't deserve to be on this team. He deserved to go to the minors. He gets another chance at it here. And he's got to keep on doing the things that he can control, and maybe he kicks the door a little bit as far as opening it up.
The defensemen are jumping up more on the rush and taking a lot more shots these past 2 weeks. Is that something that you told them to do, or what's kind of feeding into that?
Yeah, we're trying to get. I think that goes into the energy of a game. Our defense being involved. Jack played forward tonight, I think, as many times as he was up the ice. There was one shift, he kept on going, and we thought he was going to change, and he decided to grab the puck and go one more time. I think that that's an energy, and it's certainly that's how you have to play in the league right now. It's such a close checking league. There are so many people back that you have to try to get that odd man up there, and our guys have done a pretty good job of that.
The performance of your third pair tonight, Nudevar and Murray. What did you think? They seem to be involved in the offense a lot, and they seem to play, bringing the puck out of your zone.
Much better.
Well.
Much better. Nudy's been fighting the puck a little bit. I thought he got better as the game went on. Murr scores a goal. I think Murr has, I think one of the things we've talked to him about through some of his struggles here is just be decisive. I think he's been more aggressive with his decision making, and hopefully that'll help his game. But you need all three pairs against a team like that. Even with the injuries they have, some of the skill they have, and the way he uses his people, all three pairs are needed. And when there was a breakdown, we had a pretty good goalie tonight too. So.
John, for all the struggles in the face-off circle this year, tonight the numbers were pretty good,
Yeah.
including Bill Carlson, I think, was over 70%. The importance of that tonight.
Matched him up against Malkin 95% of the time tonight. His face-offs were tremendous. At Key in the third period, Doobie was, I think Doobie was 60-65% against Crosby. Yeah, we lose one, it ends up in the net, but Bill had a really good night. I thought Bill, I used him in a lot of different spots when we lost Sedzi. I thought he played a good game the other night too. Yeah, so those are important things. You see what happens when you lose a face-off. It deflated us a little bit because Josh, it shouldn't have been icing. All Josh had to do was touch the puck. It wouldn't have been icing. Have a face-off, it ends up in the back of your net. Really important, and I thought most guys contributed there. Not just the centers, but also people helping out on the circle.